What's going on, y'all? Family and friends, how is it? Welcome to another. There we go. Another episode of let me check the sound settings with with the Broken Prophet. How y'all doing this wonderful Thursday? It is Thursday, right? What's up, Brock? How's it going, buddy? 1111 Goddess. Hey, how are you? You are first. You did it. What's going on? Joshua Cantor, how are you? Blessings to you as well. Brock, thank you for being a channel member, brother, and an awesome mod. Wonderlust Earth Angel says, "Yay, I'm back getting notifications for your lives. Congratulations, congratulations, y'all. I'm able to stretch my shoulder. I'm able to stretch my shoulder, and that's it. That's it. Colleen, or is it Kayleen? Colleen. Anyway, hey to both of y'all. Purple Pixie, how are you? Thank you for being a channel member. Michael George, blessed be upon you as well. T Gum, hey, thank you for being a channel member. Jenny Lynn Jones said, hey BP, how are you? I had a bad day today, but I'm here. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's gonna be a little better. Hopefully it's gonna be a little better. All right, so y'all, listen. First things first. First item up for discussion. Family. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I kid because I care. I love y'all. But from now on, anyone who asks me where they can get some Crossroads dirt, the answer is www.trueconjure.com. Y'all, I don't know why y'all want to go play out in traffic so much. I don't know why y'all think a crossroads has got to be a dirt road. I don't know why y'all think that concrete doesn't have dirt on it. I don't know. Y'all. Oh Lord. Okay. This is the last time I'm gonna say this. Somebody clip this. Somebody clip this. Cause this is the last time I'm gonna say it. It's so funny because I got some Crossroads dirt right here. No, nobody got run over, Brock, but listen. And y'all, so this is a working I gave out because somebody was, doing some work, and it was actually over one of my $30, well, 20, was it 25, 30, I forget which one, but my video calls. So if you have been absent for a while, hey, define enjoy. If you've been absent for a while, you may have missed that I announced that we is me. I am doing I'm trying some new stuff out, right? Because I know there's like, even though they won't call it recession, I know money is funny out there. So what I'm doing is for I forget whether it's $25 or $30, but you'll see it says short video spell consultation. That is not a reading. What it is when you pay your money, you send me a message on what your situation is, and then we will video chat. And the reason I asked you to tell me what it is so that I can gather stuff together, and I will walk you through a working to deal with whatever you've got going on. Okay, it's like 15, 20 minutes, but it's one-on-one. It is teaching, and that way you can, boom, get that out the way. Okay. Ouch. I just thought about that. Oh, and I took y'all's advice and I added email readings as well as recorded readings. Use coupon code paranormal with a capital P for $5 off. Now, family, I get so tired of, listen, I feel like I'm a professional road drawer. Oh, Brock, you scared me. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, Brock. Brock, you just scared the shit out of me. I ain't even didn't look, 2 drops of PP didn't come out that time, but I did get nervous. Look, I've gotten to the point, I've described this so much that I even draw the crosswalk. Okay, y'all. An intersection. Hey, Cherie, how's it going? Hey, Tootie. Hey, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for being channel members. So, y'all, somebody clip this, because this is the last time somebody clip this. Matter of fact, I'm going to record it myself. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so, because I keep getting the same question. This is a crossroads. And I know you're like, Prophet, that looks like an intersection. It is, family. And I just found out in some places they call a train track a crossroads. No, we are talking about an intersection. An intersection is a crossroads. Because y'all asked me where you can get crossroads dirt. Okay? Now, I keep getting asked the same thing because somewhere, somehow, you guys have got it in your head that a crossroads has to be a dirt road. Because I get asked, where can I find a crossroads? I live in this city. Or where can I find a crossroads? I live in New York City. You have intersections. An intersection is a crossroad where one road crosses another. Thank you, Brock. So, and then y'all always say, well, and aren't I going to get hit by a car? Family, you are not. You don't have to collect dirt out in the road. You collect dirt, and I'm going to draw, look, these little places right here where they put signs in the ground, corners. You know, where you stand and cross the street, you get dirt from there. Don't walk in the street. Family, beloveds, do not walk out in the street. And if you say, hey, Prophet, but I live on a concrete, how do I get dirt? You don't have to go busting up any concrete. I have never, ever seen concrete that is spotless. All you do is take you a little broom and a little piece of paper. I bet if I did that on my desk, I get some. But the stuff that you collect, that's dirt. And if you collect it at the crossroads, that's crossroads dirt. There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So there y'all go. But since I've explained it, I recorded it, and I'm going to post this from now on. Anybody that asks me where they can get crossroads dirt, the answer is going to indubitably be, well, I'm going to put it in the corner, www.trueconjure.com. Because we will be happy to send you some of our finest country collected crossroads dirt. But y'all thought I was playing. I actually recorded that. Because I get asked that a lot. And I see some people have already got the memo. Hey, Denise, how are you? And I appreciate it. I'm going to get to questions now. Guys, if you have a question, do me a favor. Excuse me. Type a capital Q and then your question. And that will help me to see your question. That'll help me to see it. So let's get started here. Kayleen, both of them. They said they fine. Joy says, first time here and happy to begin learning. Well, happy to begin teaching you. Teaching you a little something. So Joshua says, question, thoughts on ammonia situation, reversal jars. See, that's something that has gone around for a while. That ammonia, and I guess it really depends on how you work it. Because honestly, I have used ammonia to sour someone as like a hexing jar. And also I've used it as a cleanser. So it really depends on how you work it and how you focus on it. I've never seen it as a reversal though. I've never seen it work that way. Let's think. Cherie, you been drinking? Hey, Nefertiti Akhenaten, how are you? So, yeah, I have seen it done the two ways I mentioned, as a cleanser because that's what ammonia does, and in actuality, one of the strongest baths, and I give out a lot, is 1 cup of black coffee, okay? 1/4 cup of blessed salt. That salt that you prayed the 23rd Psalm over, and the juice from 1 lemon. Now, ironically, the original recipe. Don't get me started. I did that like 4 or 5 years ago, and it stuck in my head. I would always just be like original recipe because I'm the original recipe. But anyway, I would originally tell people that you would use a capful of ammonia. The problem was I would have sisters arguing me down that they do not want to put a cap of ammonia in a spiritual bath. And I'm like, listen, 1 capful of ammonia in a whole tub of water ain't gonna affect what you got going on down there. I mean, I understand that that's a sensitive area, but 1 cap of ammonia is not going to affect what you've got going on down there. It's not. All the stuff, doggone, you done had. I'm not going there. I'm being polite tonight. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. That's my thoughts on that. On the jars. I've seen them work both ways. Michael George says, "Can you be accepted by the ancestors without having ties? If you are asking without having blood ties, i.e., if you are not of African descent, the answer is yes. The road is gonna be harder. Okay, yeah, it's going to be harder, but it is possible. The thing, and the issue is, you know, just being humble, taking things slowly, and don't do like a lot of people do. A lot of folks will come to Hudo and be like, oh, well, I know the ancestors accepted me because all my workings work. But the problem is, um, none of their workings work. They're taking credit for coincidences, right? They'll do a money working and then find a dime and go, look, whew, look, the ancestors love me. I done found this dime, and I'm saying absolutely be grateful for anything that you receive, but understand that yeah, that's not what you work for. So just take it slow, and you should be fine. The only issue the only issue is people come in thinking they can change stuff around, and yeah, like you can't cherry pick some things from Hoodoo and then plug it into like another practice. And I always ask this question, and this is no shade, no shame. Hey, I'm loving and accepting of everyone, but I have found a lot of people will find a lot of power in their own ancestral practices, and people who feel drawn to Hoodoo may also feel drawn to, say, granny magic, because up in the Appalachian Mountains they practice granny magic, and they use a lot of the same things we use: candles, scripture. It's not Hoodoo. Hoodoo is this, but if you were to use it, it might be like Hoodoo-ish, Hoodoo-like. Okay. Funny story. I don't know how I don't know how old y'all are, but there's a show called the Andy Griffith Show, and on the Andy Griffith Show, there was this family called the Darlings, and the Darlings were up in the mountains. They were mountain folks, and I mean, they're playing banjos and playing the jar. Well, one time there was they had one daughter. It was a daddy, bunch of sons. He had one daughter. I think her name was Charlene, Darlene, Darlin, something like that. But anyway, she wanted to get divorced. So she came to town, had Andy and Barney drive her up into the hills, and she stood up under a tree and recited something up under the moon. That show actually showed a little bit of granny magic. Or Appalachian folk magic. And it looks similar. I have often said that if you took a bunch of practitioners from different faiths, right? Bunch of practitioners from different faiths, had them not say a word, had them all dressed the same, put a bunch of candles and stuff out, and just had them silently do workings, you probably would not be able to tell which is which, unless somebody wanted to whip out an athame, because we don't use that. right? You probably, because stuff just looks the same. And I think if people were more honest with themselves, they realize that nothing called you. You weren't called. We want to feel like we are called. You have not been called. You just took a notion, and that's fine too. You just took a notion. You like something, and that's cool. Shoot. But yeah, to answer your question shortly and succinctly, yeah, absolutely, you can gain the approval of the ancestors. Absolutely. All right, man. Rosalind, how are you? Now, guys, I'm seeing something happen here. So let me nip it in the bud now. I'm going down the line. You don't have to keep asking the same. Please don't spam my chat with repeated questions. Okay? Please don't do that. T-Gun said, question, how's your day? It was well. Today I had physical therapy for my rotator cuff surgery. And y'all know I've had a couple of mishaps since the since the surgery. And so today's therapy was a little rough. I'm not even gonna lie. It was painful. They're taking it, twisting it, manipulating it, which it's just regular movements, but this ain't a regular shoulder no more. But it did let me know I've got 3 anchors in here and all kinds of stuff. But other than that, it's a great day. Thank you for asking, T Gum. How was your day? Cherie says, question, may I have a working to make someone's tinkle painful? Okay. Sure, you really want this? Or are you joking? Do you really want this or are you joking? Brock said, guaranteed that nobody gets hit by a car when they buy their Crossroads dirt at www.true. Brock, I love you, brother. I love you, brother. I got to read that again. Brock, that is awesome. I got to read that again. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, Brock. Brock says, look, hold on. Guaranteed that nobody gets hit by a car when they buy their Crossroads dirt at www.trueconjure.com. Authentic Hoodoo, black owned, black operated. Brock, thank you for that. That was amazing. I appreciate that. Okay, so Cherie, this is what you do. What's up, Empress? How you doing? Okay, so Cherie, can you get a hold of any of the person's urine? Meaning, and I shudder to say this because, well, y'all have too much. If y'all seen some of the packages women have sent me, fellas, y'all sleep too deep. I'm telling y'all sleep too deep. If y'all have seen some of the boxes that women have sent me on y'all, I mean, look, CIA level dossiers, pictures of y'all at work, dirt from your tire treads, dirt from your foot, doggone hair from various parts of y'all's bodies, nail clippings, drawers, socks. Y'all sleep too deep. Start counting your drawers and your socks. But anyway, one thing is, folks will often not swab, but take tissue and wipe the inside of the toilet seat so you can get a little bit of pee-pee there. Then you take that, set it aside, okay? Get you a cobalt blue bottle. You know which blue I'm talking about. Hold on. Ouch. Hold on. Where is? Anyway, go buy some Bud Light Platinum. Yeah, Hank Blue. Bud Light Platinum. It usually comes in, a bottle about that blue. That's Hank Blue. I plant these morning glories around the property. And that's how I keep Brian on the other side of the fence. But anyway, and The regular morning glory is a cousin to John the Conqueror. John the Conqueror root is Apomea jalapa, a form of morning glory. But anyway, so and then you take that Hank Blue bottle and you bust it up. You get the glass as fine as possible. Okay, and you pray the 23rd Psalm over it. You scrape some of that glass up, put it in a jar. Put it in a jar. Then put the little pee-pee paper in there. You don't need a name paper or anything like that. PP is the name. Fill that jar up with ammonia. Shake it regularly. Now, if you want to be extra dirty, you burn a black candle upside down. You should know how to burn a black candle upside down. And then there you go. There you go. It'll be rough. It'll be rough. All right. Hey, Nicola, how are you? Lionel says, does Hoodoo work or not like people imagine? Yes, it works. Not like most people imagine. Because most people watch too many movies. Denise, you heard that in your original recipe. You welcome, Shree. No worries. Happy hexing. Text me later. What you out there doing? Hey, Jasmine, how are you? Joshua says, my significant other purchased a vehicle. I want her to rethink. Well, if she done purchased it, hey, that's it. Well, I mean, what's wrong with it? You are you paying for it? Is that why you asking? Lionel again says, do you have to be a foundational Black American in order to, I don't know what foundational Black American means. Clarify that for me. Jasmine K says, question, I feel like I take one step forward, then 4 steps back with everything. It's so frustrating. Is there anything I can do? Start off with a cleanse. A lot of times when you, Michael, I'm going to ask you again, do not spam the chat with repeated questions. We're going to time you out next time. A lot of times when that happens, hey, Natalie, you need a cleanse. Okay. And it's not necessarily that someone has thrown something at you. We get spiritual gunk all the time. We get spiritual gunk all the time. It could be just walking out, the people you come in contact with, the places you go. And that will build up and it'll just put us in like a funk. It'll put us in a funk. And so I always recommend a cleanse and then evaluate. See how you feel after that. See how you feel after that. Hey, Safia, how are you? Tigum, you like that too? Okay. Lionel, you are out of questions, my brother. You are out of questions. Whew. Vanessa, thank you so much for the Cash App. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, is Hoodoo an African traditional religion or completely different? It is an African traditional, well, it's a diasporic traditional religion because Hoodoo did not come from Africa. It was created here. And people get so mad when I say that. I say Africans did not create Hoodoo. African Americans did. You know, it was generations after we disembarked from the boats that Hoodoo was born from the other religions. Just like the other diasporic religions are not the same as what is practiced there. So it's a diasporic traditional religion. Do not let anyone lead you to believe that it is a folk magic practice. Michael, that question. Do you have a spell to help eliminate an ego of someone else? Clarify that question for me. Hey, Unique. Deacon says, oh, I go next. I hope next therapy is better and I had a good day. I got a sugar glider and been doing train. Nice. I wanted a sugar glider, but sometimes they can be so fragile that it's like, and I like snakes. You can't break snakes. You can't break snakes. Sandy Ford said, no, sugar, we good. CSI material. Exactly. See, man, listen, y'all sleep, brothers. Y'all sleep too hard. Y'all sleep too hard because these women have everything of yours. Amy London says, question, what's the best way to overcome the fear of working with spirits? Or do you have to work with them to be effective? Some people don't work with spirits other than their ancestral spirits. But, as with anything, I mean, that's not a hoodoo question. That is a gut check question. You overcome fear of anything by doing it. You just do it. Unfortunately, that's it. I mean, I'm not being funny, but that's unfortunately the answer. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. It's just like when I go out um, to the shed at night, and those eyes are out in the field. I can't let that stop me because I've got stuff out there I've got to do. I just go, and I doggone bring that Bethlehem with me. And speaking of which, y'all got a new one. I've got a new one. Okay, and y'all know I love knives. Everyday carry knives, exactly 2.98 inches. So it is street legal. 2.9. I love the fact that they made sure it was 2.98 inches because most places have a 3 inches law, right? So it's 2.9, 2.98 inch blade, razor sharp, and it's balanced well. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Hey Ashley, how's it going? Something happened at 33. What's going on? What's going on? All right, let's see here. Cherie says, "See, I don't save everybody." Oh my goodness! Crowned by curls. Hey, what's up, stranger? Safia, Hoodoo is found. I know what you're gonna say. Foundational. I know what you're gonna say. Hey Timothy. Timothy, why are you so mad? Honey B, what's going on? How are you? Leonel says, "Do you have to be a descendant of slaves in order to fully use hoodoo?" Mm. You know the I've given my answer on that a bunch. And the thing is, hoodoo requires a connection to the ancestors, either by either organically or acquired. So and things I don't want anyone to think they just poof can just work roots. That's like saying anybody can gonna be a Grammy Award winning singer. Like no, no. Listen, just because people at church clap, ain't nobody gonna pay to see that. So yes, if you are descendant of slaves, you would have an easier go than someone who's not. I just put it that way. It's not guaranteed for anyone, but you'd have an easier go. That's my answer. Naj L says, "Peace, everyone. Prophet Lou. I'm thankful. I know you meant to say so. Thankful for your knowledge. I'm thankful for you coming here to hear me rant about it." Okay. Lionel, that's it. I'm just messing with you. My bad, brother. I bought a book recently called Hoodoo for Beginners by the brother. Look, let me tell you. If it's written in the last 20 years, it's probably Bupkis. If you want to understand like hoodoo culture, there's Hoodoo Voodoo by Jim Haskins. There's The Secret History of Memphis Hoodoo by Tony Kale. He's a white guy, but I've actually spoken to him and listened to him speak on podcasts, and I'm like, I ain't joking, know what he's talking about. And he flat out says, I'm not a root worker. I just like to study this. He is a spiritual practice anthropologist. He's gone to the Congo. He's gone all over the place. Okay, he's gone all over the place. So, and he does not give workings. He tells stories about the time period, the culture, and things like that. And I think that would really help people to understand because a lot of times we get stuck looking at hoodoo through our lens and we forget that, well, we live in a totally different time period. And so if we were to put ourselves in their shoes, then it will help us understand why we do certain things. So, yeah, I mean that's that. That is that. So there's really those really no how to books. Um, Unfortunately, they suck. But I think those two would at least help you to understand what's going on. As far as Hoodoo. Now I do have a couple of. I'm not even going to mention those because it'll just confuse you in the beginning. It'll just confuse you in the beginning. Just text the text line, ask me a couple of questions, and I'll try to get you on firm footing at least. All right. Filthy Coffin Frankenstein says if a major arcana tarot card was drawn of you, published in a deck that represents a negative, and that meaning has manifested your actual life, how would you break this since it's published? Phew, cleanse yourself. Or what you do is you pluck a hair from your head, bake it into a cookie, and then eat the cookie. Because, see, that image is a piece of you, a piece of your essence. If you do that, then you're claiming it back. It'll break it. So if you do that and stuff just keeps on happening, then at that point it's just you. Michael says to help and reconcile with someone who suffers from past traumas. I would recommend, and that's the thing, people think love conquers all, and this is not Hoodoo related. And I'm gonna give you a Hoodoo answer, but let me just speak a little bit about life. And we love, and we love hard, and sometimes y'all know sometimes we love ourselves into horrible situations. We do, because rose-colored glasses are a thing. They are. Rose-colored glasses are a thing, and we'll love someone so much that we're like, you really got some issues. Let them deal with that before you jump in. And that's just a little bit of advice. I mean, if y'all have separated, maybe it's for a reason. Maybe the ancestors did that to take you out of a situation that would not benefit you. That's just what I'm saying. But you could always just have a picture of them up, light a white candle next to it, and pray the 23rd Psalm, and do that daily. Do that daily for about a week. All right, and see the differences, because if they've got trauma and it's causing them to be irritable, then sprinkle a little sugar on that candle. Dress it with sugar like you would dress it with roots and herbs and stuff like that, and see if that doesn't sweeten them a little bit. All right. Defining Joy says, can you clarify what I need to learn to say I'm learning Hoodoo? I believe it's ancestral veneration, learning natural healing, conjure, and what else? No, that's pretty much it. Add divination. Now, here's the thing that, ironically, I was speaking to someone about this earlier today. A lot of you guys overdo the natural healing aspect of it. Let me explain. You are not meant to be a walking pharmacopoeia of herbal knowledge. You know why? We use roots and herbs for spiritual means. The whole medicinal aspect of it was because the ancestors had access to nothing else. They had access to nothing else. We're talking about a time where maybe there were sulfa drugs, maybe, but in the early days of the slave trade, I mean, they were over here putting leeches on stuff. Okay? We use roots and herbs predominantly for spiritual means. The natural healing stuff. And I ask everyone here a question, because we know that high blood pressure is a thing in the black community. If you think that the ancestors had access to modern medicine, meaning you just take 2 pills a day, don't you think they would have? Don't you think they would have? Or if they had a headache and you say, here's a couple of aspirin, don't you think they would have taken it if they had it? I mean, they drink white willow. They drank white willow bark tea because it contains salicylic acid. It was natural aspirin. It's a natural analgesic. But have y'all ever drank that stuff? It's putrid. It is putrid. They drank it because that was what they had available. We should avail ourselves to what we have available. Yeah, but I understand. You know, keep the tradition alive. Crown by Curl said, I saw an Asian lady talking about Hoodoo is a closed religion, not for anyone non-black, which I agree. She recommended a book called Slave Religion by Al Albert. This was an IG video. Heard of it? I've not heard of that. I've not heard of that. Safia, you have a get a new car spell without Safia. Listen, just do a money drawing because people ask, and I know you're joking. People ask questions like that. I'm like, why don't you just do a money drawing? Somebody asked me if I had a spell that will help them, you know, raise their credit score. I said, just do a money drawing and pay your freaking bills, son. Break it down into components, y'all. You need to break it down to components. I have not heard about that book. T-Gum, I have no idea what you're saying. Aaliyah, hey Ace, what's up, brother? Aaliyah says, can you do a working too much if you're practicing for improvement? No. I highly recommend practicing for improvement. Now, when you say too much, now if you're doing the same working, no, Mr. 27 Black, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I don't recommend doing the same working over and over again without a cooling off period, you know, because I told you guys, in order to be an effective root worker for a beginner, because I'd much rather y'all just start working instead of sitting back just waiting, right? Just you need to learn an effective love draw. And what do I mean by effective? I mean that you can reliably and consistently get results from it. Same thing for a money draw, a hex, a protection, and a cleanse, right? That's it. So if you're practicing a money draw, do it and then wait. If no money comes, then do another one. Or look at the one you just did and go, what frame of mind was I in? Because most of the time, if you're not getting results from your working, it's because your frame of mind was messed up. I was talking to somebody, and see, television, everything has steered you guys wrong. What's up, Coco? People think that y'all got to become Super Saiyans. And I see some of y'all at home, you know, I cast my eye out and I look around, and y'all will be like y'all about to go Super Saiyan to me, like you trying to take a dump. Look, there's no powering up in, in real spirituality. There's no powering up. Really, you power down, you calm down. That's how you get results. Y'all here doing money workings, crying about your bills. You ain't getting no money because you thinking about being broke too much. So yeah. Joseph Alvarez says, question, I saw in a comment that you say that honey jars don't work. They do not. And you have tutorials on how to do them. I do not. I have tutorial on how to do a sweetening jar, Joseph. A sweetening jar is not a honey jar. If you actually watch the video, what I said was add sugar, not honey. Then the effectiveness is explained in the video. I realize it's a long one. Pause. That's what she said. But you know, you just gotta muscle it down, Joseph, because I explained that we in Hoodoo we've never used honey. What happened? A marketeer a long time ago did two things. One, they saw that in the Orisha tradition, Oshun likes a gift of honey, and they're like, Oshun, love, black. Let's throw it in there. And two, they wanted to support their local beekeepers because they are, you know, a self-described hippie. And so they created the honey jar, and the honey jar has been screwing up relationships for a long time because they just do not work. Think about viscosity. Honey pours very slowly. It works very slowly. But you add sugar and water, it flows a lot quicker. It moves a lot quicker. Yeah, we've never had honey, and I've never done a honey jar tutorial. There you go. Unique says, thanks to Green Acres for free magnolia and crepe myrtle. Hey, no problem. No problem. You are very welcome, Unique. Jasmine K says, do you have any tips for a good cleansing? Jasmine, I just gave this out. And I want this is probably the best cleansing in the world. Do not be surprised if when you wear a sling and whatnot, it's just you get tight. But do not be surprised if you get really tired after you do this, or you might even get a little nauseous. You take 1 cup of strong black coffee, the juice from 1 lemon, and 1/4 cup of blessed salt. You take your shower, get all clean, because some of y'all wanna go wash your tail in a spiritual bath. Do not wash your tails in a spiritual bath, people. So get all clean, fill the tub up with water, put the ingredients in there, pray the 23rd Psalm, then soak for 7 minutes. And then when you get out, dry yourself off. I don't know where this thing came about where folks are like, don't dry off a spiritual bath. Let it soak. What if you gotta take one in the wintertime? You're supposed to freeze your junk off? Like, no, that was never a thing. I don't know where that came from. Dry off. Dry off. But you do want to dress in light colored clothing. What's up, Jay? If I didn't speak before, dress in light colored clothing after the bath. You'll feel a ton better, I promise. Jasmine, text me on the text line. WhatsApp. Sandy says, is it normal to have spirits around you 24/7? I've had spirits around me since I was 5, and I'm 62 now. Absolutely. Sandy, there's more people dead than there are living. If we saw every spirit, man, it's like it'd be like gnats at a barbecue. Like, God dang, I can't even. Man, God, yeah, perfectly normal. Spirits are everywhere. Naj L says, do you know any references about hoodoo in Louisiana and Mississippi in particular? What do you mean? Um, what do you mean? Do I have any references from them? I'm sorry. Do I know any references? Purple Pixie, thoughts on Michelee's working the roots? Y'all have mentioned that before. Let me see. I have. Let me see. Yep, I remember looking this up before, and I have yet. You know what? I will get this book. I will get this book, and I will do a review on it for you guys, because you guys have mentioned it before. Quality says, how can I stop a binding and obsession spell? There's no bindings in hoodoo. We don't do that. Just that word, a lot. That word, I don't know any tradition that actually originally did them. What happened was some people watched the craft, and y'all know that freaking scene. I bind you, Nancy, from doing harm to yourself and the others. And people just started. I'm doing bindings, and I'm doing bindings, and yeah. I mean, even that the whole question just sounds like the craft, but just a cleansing and a protection. Take your picture, stick it inside your Bible at Psalm 23. Close it up. You're good to go. You are good to go. And if it listen, y'all, I'm trying to catch up with y'all. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, you said like books? No, no, there's no books. Naj, I just recommended 2 books. I just recommended 2 books. All right, Wanderlust Earth Angel said, question: my godparents or my G, just type out grand. Come on, my grandparents on my daddy's side were Jehovah's Witnesses, so I usually read the scripture from the Jehovah's Witness Bible. I didn't know they had a different one. Hmm. However, I'm sure my grandparents on my mom's side read King James version. I like King James. I like King James, but I mean, I've often said that if you're gonna get some understanding, Just use whatever translation allows you to get some understanding. That's it. Ashley Collins, your sugar spell with the sugar, cinnamon, water in a small jar has never done me wrong, but does have a nasty kickback. It's worse real quick before it gets sweet. Oh, okay. It works real quick before it gets sweet. Hmm. Eh. That's that's not the work because Hoodoo doesn't have kickback. What happens is you're doing workings on people that resist a lot. So that's not the working. That's more the person that you're working on. Liquid Snake said, "How to get someone to tell the truth." Whew. Take a pork tongue or a beef tongue, split it. Take a piece of parchment paper or brown paper bag, stick it in the split, pin it back together. Coat the tongue in oil and wave it north, south, east, and west. That will get them to speak. It's greasing their tongue. Now, if they say the same thing over and over and over again, then they're telling you the truth. You need to work on your belief. But most of the time, they'll tell you what happened. Atiqua Alcorn said, "I dropped my Mojo bag. Should I make another one, or is it still good?" It is fine. Okay, good, great question. Great question, family. Look, this is some marketeered stuff that, to be honest, I think some of us started it. Now I'm gonna let y'all in on something. They're gonna be mad. Okay, you can open your Mojo bag, you can step on it, you can wash it. It's fine. What happened was, I think a lot of workers back in the day introduced those rules to sell more Mojo bags because I work my Mojo bag all the time. If there's somebody or something, I might be like, shoot, she kind of fine. Let me put her name in this Mojo bag, tie it back up. I think a lot of times, folks, yeah, I think back in the day they did that to sell more Mojo bag because I know of an old worker who would write "got you" on a piece of paper, put it in a Mojo bag. So if they open it and was being nosy, be like, "got you." But not just to sell more Mojo bags. People are very secretive about how they make theirs, and so they would introduce rules like that to keep people from um, from opening and then telling other workers what they had in their bags. Introduce a little spookiness. Two two two. Mark Fox says, "Come from Orisha traditions, then have to go straight home, then shower next day." Huh? Okay. Y'all ever wonder sometimes, like we'll text something and it's just part of a conversation we had in our head, but everyone who reads our text like didn't hear the other parts. I'll do that sometimes though. Seriously, I will sometimes just be like, "Man, that's what I'm talking about," and folks will be like, "What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me?" Listen, if y'all come to Hoodoo Central and y'all see these are Altoids. I don't want anybody thinking I'm doggone trying to get right. I don't know why they made these things look like this. Come on, camera, focus. They look like little blue pills. Like, I'm not trying to get right with y'all. Queen Kylie. What's up, Queen? Hey, BP. Hey, Queen. I'm in the process of buying my first home. I think I've heard you say get dirt from the house I want, but can you remind me what to do next? Old people out there, Natalie, I will reach through this thing and shake you. It'll have to be one handed though, because I can't do no shaking with this side. I just be like, Natalie, shut your face. Take dirt from your current place, put it in the hole that you dug the dirt out from the new place, and put the new place dirt in the old hole. There you go. The old hole. Jamar the Wonder says, not me thinking the snake was a spirit. You thought Tony Baker was a spirit? No, that's Tony Baker. That's Tony Baker. Happy Nate, what's going on? Where you been? A long time no see, stranger. Panama says, can you put someone else's pick at Psalm 23 for their protection? Absolutely. Filthy Coffin Frankenstein says, I think the Coven series from American Horror Story was well done for a fantasy portrayal of voodoo. They did fairly well with. Yeah, the only problem is like their very theatric portrayal for some reason. And Filthy Coffin, I love that series. Well, I mean that season is what I meant. I love the series too, but that season, right? Love it. The problem is with the spiritual community. For some reason, people forget they're watching a show and they think it's a freaking documentary. So I've had so many people you know how many folks have sworn up and down that Papa Legba came to them in a dream and that he looks like that. But if you know anything about voodoo, you know Papa Legba don't look like that. And he sure don't want no booger sugar. Great time of day. But I don't know. I don't know why. But yeah, it was awesome. And the truth of Marie Laveau is very close to that portrayal. I mean, some aspects of her life. I mean, her life is amazing. Amazing. But the rest of that stuff, no. EB Cakes says, and thank you for being a channel member, EB Cakes. EB Cakes says, do protection amulets ever lose their potency? Not really. Not really. Not really. I think I'm catching up. Royalty RE, thank you for being a channel member. How are you doing? Hey, Carrie, how are you? Thank you for being a channel member as well. What's up, Alexis? Welcome. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being a channel member. Tony Baker likes he does. Look, he's hungry. Let me see if he'll do it. Tony Baker. That's on. Tony Baker's hungry. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Tony Baker's going to eat tomorrow. The problem with Tony Baker is Tony Baker is a young reticulated python. And he's going to be leaving here soon because he has a very large enclosure coming. Because he's going to be a very large snake. And if you know anything about reticulated pythons, they are very food motivated. And Tony Baker is the sweetest snake in the world. But when I take him out of there, when it's feeding day and he smells a rat, when I lift the lid, all I see is coming at me. And I'm like, oh, Tony Baker. No, Tony Baker. No, Tony Baker. Hazel Dior, what's up, Hazel? Says, hey, Prophet, when doing a cleansing, do I think of peace in that moment or releasing something? You know, no, just focus on the cleansing. The beauty of cleansings is that they are almost the only mechanical thing in Hoodoo. And by mechanical, I mean, you guys, not all of you, but a lot of people come to Hoodoo thinking all I've got to do is follow the steps and boom, jazz hands, magic. That's not how it works. You know, there's mindset, emotional control, and there are a lot of things at play. But except for cleansings. Cleansings are automatic. So, I mean, you can literally be rapping Tupac and do a cleansing, and it'll be effective. Unless you're cleansing a spirit. Like a cleansing and an exorcism are two totally different things. Pagan Prince 55, how are you, my friend? Panama S says, thanks, Tatalu. No problem. Lord have mercy. Speaking of that, I think I got some Palo initiations coming up. And I had said I wasn't doing no more initiations. I had said it. Natalie, don't say nothing. I like these things. You know, they're strong, but I like them. I don't feel like doing any more initiations, but I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to. Because the spirit pretty much did come down and say, yeah, we want this one. I'm like, dang it. Even pop those mints in. Listen, y'all gonna leave me. Y'all can get off me with the mints. Y'all can get off me. Doggone. I will look. I keep sardines in the house just so I can go dress in panties. That used to be my favorite threat, and I would always say it jokingly. And I'd be like, all right, keep on messing around. All right, doggone, I'll give you the worst yeast infection you ever had. Because there is a working for that, right? There is a working for that. And I'd be totally joking, but folks, oh no, apparently y'all don't like them things. Have you wiggling around like you've been on penicillin? Natalie said Harry Potter, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, The Craft, etc. are not documentaries. They are not. But yeah, it was way better than The Craft. You know, the thing is, Filthy Coffin. The thing is, I like both movies, but the problem is, it's the same thing with that season of American Horror Story that happened with The Craft. People think that they're watching a documentary, right? Like, I don't know if y'all have seen this movie called if y'all have seen the Skeleton Key. But Skeleton Key is what brought. See, every so often there are movies that bring people to spirituality, and it brings a lot of weirdos. The Serpent and the Rainbow had everybody running, wanting to join voodoo, Haitian voodoo, right? The Believers with what's that guy's name? Dang it. Real famous Martin Sheen, had Martin Sheen in it. Had everybody wanting to join Orisha traditions, right? Then you had East Bayou and the Skeleton Key brought everybody to Hoodoo. But before that was The Craft and had everybody going out buying Ray Buckland's Big Blue Book of Wicca. Everybody wanted to call on Manon. So that happens. Like, people think that they are, watching a documentary and they flock to it. And I'm like, dude, they just want to entertain you. That's it. They're not trying to teach you. They just want to entertain you. Like, I've never gone to the movies and been like, man, I should be taking notes. Like, no. Like, just sit there, enjoy the plot. But yes, I saw the question was asked, Queen Kylie. Yes, the 20-minute video call for $25 is on there. It absolutely is. And look, let me show y'all. I took y'all's advice. Hold on. And I fixed some stuff too while we at it. Fix some stuff. So now you go to menu, you go down to phone consultations. It says phone. I gotta fix that because it's not just phone on here now. So you got my regular 15-minute, you got my 30. I did away with the hour because I'm not sitting on the phone with nobody for an hour anymore. Listen, there are a lot of readers that want to milk the time. because I do per minute readings on Keen too. I'm gonna log on to Keen tonight when I get off of here, as long as I'm awake. But even on Keen, I'm super fast because your time is valuable. So is mine. Your money. You don't want me homing and hawing and running the clock out. You know, just like, you going to go to a strip club and have her just wasting time. No, shoot, get right to it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just. I apologize for anyone who was put off by the salty language. DBlup23, yes, I've just not gotten to your question yet. You see, I'm working my way down. I've just not gotten to your question yet. We see you. You don't have to type your question in again. We see you. Good googly moogly. 21 divisions. I got you. This is a Hoodoo channel, so I don't know if I'll be able to answer about the 21 divisions, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best, brother. No worries. Or sister. I don't know. But I got you. But anyway, so there we go. Phone consultations. So we've got short video spell consultation. That's not a reading. What that is you say, hey, prophet, I'm working on this. This is my situation. Could you show me a working to do? And I will say, sure. Then we get on either Zoom or WhatsApp. And then I show you, a working. That's why you tell me ahead of time what your situation is. So I'll be like, okay, so here you get your raccoon wiener bone, and then you get this, and then I show you step by step what to do. Okay? Deep blood, don't worry about it. You good. Now, what I added was video recorded readings. And I forgot what, y'all, I forgot. Oh, shoot. What just happened here? Hold on. Pamela, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. So let me move myself up. Yep. Oh, man. Just say no to men. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I did do the recorded video readings for $55. Now, I think I put it in here. I will record a reading answering 5 questions and email you the video via password protected link. I will include one follow-up clarification reading. So meaning, if I don't answer your questions, or if you have questions about my answer to your questions, I will give you a free follow-up. I think that's fair. What y'all think? That's fair? And I do the same thing with the email readings. I email you your answer, and what I'll do is, and you're like, well, prophet, I didn't understand what you said about such and such and such. No problem. I'll bang out some more. All right, what y'all think? What y'all think? So I'll record it, send it to you, and it's me right here, one on one, looking at the camera, and I'll try if I can, because there's some stuff I have to work out. Mainly, it's just the mechanics of it, because I have 2 cameras set up here. I will try to have the second camera down on my hands, so you'll see me shuffling the cards and whatnot. I mean, I think that'd be great. I think that'd be great. Just say no to men. If you do like the little 25-minute one, yeah, it's one-on-one coaching. Absolutely. Hey, Suzette, how are you? But either one, whether it's recorded or an email, you get a follow up because and I always, if you've ever had a session with me, what do I always say? If you have any more questions, text me because I know how it is. Y'all are going one on one with the great one. Y'all are sitting across virtually from the global icon and the national treasure. I mean, I get it. I get it. You just sit there and catch the vapors, and it's not until you doggone hang up the phone and everything calms back down. You're like, darn, I should have asked Prophet about that. I always tell y'all that. Y'all don't pay me no mind. Y'all don't pay me no mind. Danielle says, I did some work on a girl and now I'm catching hell. Is it bad work on my part? No. See, root work, it never backfires. There's no concept or modality of backfiring here. If you do some work and then something bad happens to you, that something was going to happen whether you did some work or not. The two are not tied together. That's one. Or two, work either works or it doesn't. Right? There's no backlash. Or three, you threw something at somebody like me and I just whack out. Send it right back at you like Serena Williams. Ah! But, most of the time it was just something bad that was going to happen anyway. My man Brian, what's going on? Brian, listen, you're going to absolutely come down here soon. Absolutely. Because I forgot I was going to message you. I've got a date in mind. And I'm going to announce to everybody as well. But I was thinking about you because you're close. I mean, you like right around the corner, I think. So, D-Blub, you said, can you petition the 21st Division without being fully initiated? I am not a member um, of 21 divisions. I'm not. So I can't answer that question. But if you text the text line, I can put you in contact with someone who can answer that question for you. Coco, I meant to text you back. I've got to find that picture you asked for. Let's see. I think I'm catching up. Something happened at 33 said, why did you name him Tony Baker? I got hooked on those Tony Baker videos and doggone, I just started naming him Tony Baker because he's smooth. You know what I'm saying? He's smooth and he's brown and he's bald headed. So I named him Tony Baker. No problem, D-Blup. D-Blup, if you look up, you'll see my WhatsApp number. Just hit me up. Hit me there. Yeah, y'all talking about my mints. Panama said Altoids can keep you from getting a DUI. Don't ask me how. I ain't asking no questions. If I were still a drinking man, I would keep them on me. Will do, Coco. Coco T. It's not a Coco. Coco T says, you have such a pleasant and engaging way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I do. Now, something happened to 33. Listen, teachable moment. Y'all know I always try to use everything as a way to teach. Right? As a way to teach. The pollen's got me, Brian. Why is it? See, you and I, something happened at 33. You and I were just talking about how we like Tony Baker, but the black one, not the snake. You're hungry, and I'm not gonna keep taunting you because you're hungry. And then what? And what did I say, dude? What's wrong with you? He did a weird twitch, but what I said was I saw one video, and then I just started watching. I didn't say I feel like I was called to Tony Baker. You see where I'm getting here. You see where I'm going here. I did not say I felt called to Tony Baker. No, He just stumbled across my path, and I shoot, I thought it was cool. It's the same thing. Do not do what Z. Adrian Chadwick said. Anyway, but yeah, Tony Baker is my snake. But Tony Baker was named after Tony Baker, aka Sandman, because he has two names. He is named after the comedian, but also named after one of my kick mods. Pagan Prince 55 says, "Can I use an unbroken spider web to stop a person from harming?" Yeah, yeah. You actually, you absolutely can. If you can get it, what you need to do is take either a hair, nail clipping, or that person's signature and lay it across it. Okay, and take a little bit of early morning dew and sprinkle it on it, praying the 23rd Psalm, and they'll be caught there. And that does two things. You can do it to trap someone to keep them from harming you, or you can do it to protect someone and keep them from being harmed. Wanderlust Earth Angels question: could you please dedicate a video or webinar about spiritual baths, at least one or two of each essential working? I thought I did that. I thought I did that. But I digress. You hear that, Unique? I said I digress. I did that just for you. Carrie says a lot of people after watching these, I guess watching American Horror Story or, the other videos, they think workings are going to take effect literally in seconds, especially complex ones. What I tell people all the time is, workings put into motion a chain of events that will lead to your desired outcome. Okay, and that's what it does. You will never hurl lightning bolts from your fingertips, but you can cause someone to be struck by lightning. But the clouds have got to gather, the person has to be in the right place. A lot of moving parts have to come together for that to happen. So that takes time. As me Carrie says, there was a lady online asking, almost begging a few days ago to have a working done to have an extremely bad car accident happen to her ex that doesn't want her, but wants a permanent accident. Well, dang, dang. Well, golly, all right, that's terrible. I guess. Russell says, question: are some people more naturally geared to do readings rather than working advice? Woo, Russell, my man. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, very rarely are people one-stop shops like Hoodoo Walmarts in the sense that you can do A plus readings and A plus working. It happens once or twice a generation. But for the most part, see, the thing is, we will always say, well, I want to find my tribe. But we never think about the other part of the equation, which is finding my place in the tribe. See, I've met some people who are excellent readers that can do some work. Then I've met some folks who are excellent workers who do a little bit of reading, you know. And I think a lot of times, sometimes I can be there, or half and half. But we all have a natural affinity. Some people, just like some people have more of the clair gifts, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, sentient, whatever. Dag nabbit. And so they can see the other side a little bit better, right? So they make better readers, as opposed to, some people can just weave the energies that are around here and they do better at working, you know. And in the community, the two have always gone hand in hand. Because I may be able to strike a straight lick with a crooked stick, but not do as well with readings. You may do awesome with readings, but your working hands may be a little bit slow. And but if we work together, we're absolutely unstoppable, and we both eat. But now it's always all for one and one for one. You know, nobody wants to share. Everybody wants to read two books and come out with dadgum, now mama such and such. And just say no to men again. Thank you so much for your super chat. And don't worry about being late. You right on time as far as I can tell. Queen Kylie said, what's the difference with the regular consultation? Since the spell one is a step-by-step, the regular consultation is more reading. It's more reading. God's child, we see you. Calm down. I got you. I'm going to get there. And just because you delete it and retype it don't mean I did not see that you repeating the question. I got you. Woosah, I got you. So the regular consultation is part reading and part step-by-step. You know, I look at your problem. I tell you what spirit says. I tell you what I see. Then I can give you some remedies that you can try yourself. You can try yourself. God's child, like, if I delete it and retype it, it definitely counts. I'm watching you. And yeah, I mean, I will cleanse someone or prescribe a cleansing for you. So there, I done answered your question already. Pamela is I, Pam I am. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. And people ask a lot of times, because I know I just did a video, and some people don't have magnolia, or some people don't have crepe myrtle, and the easy answer for that is, well, I guess you can't do that working. I guess you can't do that working. People will ask all the time, like, I don't have this. What can I do? And my answer is another working. Another working. There's a bunch out there. You do another working. Whew, let's see here. Suzette says, how can I get in contact with you? How can I get intact with you? Well, Suzette, calm down. Whew. But no, the WhatsApp number is there, Suzette. It's up in the chat. I think it's like two people or one person right above you. Just message me there. Queen Khalid says, if somebody you're working has protections in place or has done a return to sender, would that not be considered backlash? I mean, ricochet, sure. Tomato, I guess. What I'm saying is a lot of people think that they've done something wrong. They've used the wrong route. They worked at the wrong time of day, and it just blew up in their face. And what I'm telling people is that it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And Carrie, I don't know if I could get that to you because it's it's agricultural stuff, and well, y'all trip sometimes up there in the Great White North. But let me research it, Carrie. I'll see what I can do for you. Okay. Ace Gift says, caught a raccoon yesterday. It's a male after harvest. Man, if you don't. I mean, I ain't even going to answer that question. I ain't even going to answer that. Are you going to eat it, Ace? Are you going to eat it? Naj L says, what is the difference between a spiritual oppression versus a possession? Good question. A haunting would be a spiritual oppression. It is still outside. Okay? And I mean, it's just the wording. It is oppressing you. It's pushing down on you. It is trying its best to, or you are going to eat it? It's trying its best to gain entrance. Okay? That's possession. The knocks on the walls, the bangs on the floor, stuff falling, stuff moving. That's suppression. Possession is when it has actually gained entrance. So yeah, that's the difference. Okay, all right. Put you might want to get you some beetles and clean that thing off good. Quality says, are there signs to watch out for when you cast a love spell? I don't answer that question anymore. I don't. You know why I don't answer that question? Because if I tell y'all, yeah, when you're doing a love spell, whoo, you can tell it's going good when you taste sugar in your mouth. But y'all will be like, it's working, it's working. No, 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 I don't answer that no more. Look, doggone you look for it to work. No quality, absolutely not. Defining Joy says, sorry if you covered this, but again, I'm new. How did you learn this? I grew up in this. Grandma was a worker. My father is still working. Doggone old rascal. Old rascal, he's still working. Shoot. Let me see something right quick.
All right. Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's my daddy.
Glory of God. My. This is the old original Georgia prophet.
Now, he started that saying original when people started calling me Prophet Lou. And so then he started the original Georgia Prophet. Now, he's down there. He's in Macon. That's the old man. So that's it. I grew up in this. Looking sharp. Yeah, that's him. And he started wearing a hat. That's your daddy too? Oh shoot. Oh shoot, Brian. My brother. Looking at his videos. Late at night I talk to you. Okay. So, boom, boom, boom. Wanderlust for the spiritual baths. Is it in one of your? Yes, it is a webinar. I do have a spiritual bath webinar. Wanderlust. I do. Phew. LNDB. What's the best way to connect with High John? Um, get your High John. Get your High John root. Um, pour some whiskey over it. Get you a purple candle, and pray. Pray that he likes you. Natalie, yeah, we're gonna start a hoodoo cartel. Yes, Suzette. That was my number. That was my number that Natalie put up. All right. Nikki Lynn says, how do you keep the passion for hoodoo alive for you? You know what I do? I well, I work a lot, but I live life outside of spirituality. I think a lot of times people, especially when people are new, they want to do workings all the time. And I think people forget, just like being a soldier. Yes, soldiers train for war, but a soldier's ultimate mission is peace. The goal of any soldier is to be able to put the gun down. And so, what's up, Shawnee? It's like the goal of a root worker is not have to work roots because we're too busy living life. If you're having to do root work all the time, you need to reevaluate some of the choices and things that you're making and things that are going on. You know, you shouldn't have to always do something. If you have to do money work is all the time, then that shows you need to make better financial choices. Egyptian deity. Thank you so much for the super chat. Said Christianity and Hoodoo faith and beliefs difference. There's no real difference actually. I've often said that Hoodoo is like I would just say an Africanized form of Christianity. Except that yeah, we do pray, we work with the Bible, but we work with the Bible. We read it, we utilize scripture. We do things that are in the Bible, like 133rd Psalm. Thou anointest my head with no, that's 23rd Psalm. Thou anointest my head with oil. We do that. You know, when people burn incense in the Bible, we do that. You know, and the funny thing is, people say, well, the Bible speaks against witchcraft. Well, no one who worked roots in the South ever thought of this as witchcraft. I think y'all forget that the prophets in the Bible are out doing the workings. And so that's why you see so many old root workers who utilize that title. Brian, what's up, my brother from another mother? But we got the same daddy. So the faith and beliefs are very similar. I think the only difference is, we pray actively, meaning, a lot of people pray and then they wait. We pray actively. We're very proactive in our prayer. So I think that's the only difference. And Nikki Lynn, to finish answering your question, I have an active life outside of spirituality, and I'm not just the root man 24/7. Like I get off of here and play Call of Duty, you know. So that's how I keep it alive. Nikki, thank you so much. Nikki and Brian, y'all are amazing. Egyptian deity too. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Nick, you've been watching me for years? Really? And you just not saying hello? Or have we spoke before? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I like meeting y'all. I can't wait until y'all start coming down here. Then I can start putting faces to names. Because I talk to y'all, well, lately it's been every night, right? Lately. But I talk to y'all through various like lives and whatnot. And all of y'all know what I look like. But I don't know what none of y'all look like. So I love, start seeing y'all in person. Danielle says, what if you put a working on somebody and they be under the spell, but then they start pushing away? Well, if you do a love working and they're back and then they start pushing away, honestly, beloved, you got to start looking at you, because no working is going to keep people in like a horrible position, because we were all granted free will. The working is going to bring them back, and it's up to you to make them want to stay. And sometimes people be like, but I call. Sometimes we love people the way we want to be loved, and not the way they want to be loved. That's the thing. So, some people want you up under them all the time, and that may be what you want. So you stay up under the other person all the time, but they want space. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Listen, I just cleaned back here. The spray is all the way over there, and I ain't about to get up and walk because I'm wearing basketball shorts and I ain't trying to offend nobody. I'm wearing basketball shorts and I ain't trying to offend nobody. But I ain't about to get up there. But no, I would spray that money spray. Shoot. So, so Najee says, what does a possession actually look like? Um, you know, Natalie, Natalie, I'm wearing basketball shorts right now, and I'm not about to show y'all, but I've got on this T-shirt, occasional adult. But yeah, I got on basketball shorts. I ain't about to just walk across the room. I'm about to walk across the room. But so possessions have a lot of signs. A lot of times the person, one of the earliest signs of a possession is that you can have a whole conversation and then later on they have no idea. They're like, "What?" You're like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, man, shoot, I must have been dozing off or something. It's always something like that, and that's a sign that the other was there, and they were kind of inside but sleep somewhere. Um, let's see, a deviation from normal habit and normal routine. Okay. Um, shoot. A lot of times, all their problems seem to have corrected miraculously. Like, and what I mean by that is they might have been complaining about stomach pains, they can't sleep. That's the oppression part because, see, the outside influence is trying to shake you up. So it'll mess with your digestion, it'll mess with your sleep because none of us can function if we can't eat and we can't sleep. It'll do all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, they're back at work. Like, you're like, dang, you look great. I'm like, yeah, I feel great. How you sleeping? Like a baby. And then you'll see things like because it can never hide itself, so you'll see things like dark circles under the eyes. They get cranky, they get irritable, and in the latter stages, you then it's totally the other thing. They're almost like another person. They're always angry, they're always destructive and borderline mental looking. So that's it. Russell, yeah, I'm gonna get a cowboy hat. All right, Ace, just making sure you eating it. Talking about the raccoon, y'all. Just say no to me. Can you make a video for a gambling ritual, please? You know what? I'll do that. I'll do that. Y'all, I think I'm getting close. How long we been up here, y'all? I was gonna go on kick tonight because the kids. It's only 11:30. Golly, I may go on kick. I may go on kick. I don't know. I'm doing this intermittent fasting thing, and I have dropped weight in just like 2 days. But the only problem with that is, shoot, I just want to go to sleep so I can get around to when I can eat. I can have coffee though. Oh, there's a little bit left in there. Mm. But shoot, I may just play some Call of Duty and take my butt to bed. I'm doing a 16 and 8 split. I'm doing a 16 and 8. Oh, okay. Look at y'all. Let's see here. All right. Answer some more questions here. Then when we get up out of here. Yeah, I think I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing a 16 and 8. Oh wait, no. No, I'm doing an 18 and. I'm doing 18 and 6 is what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing 18 and 6, and it's working. It's working. Hazel says, "Do the Bible whole." Hazel, absolutely. right, y'all, let me get up out of here because I'm starting to yawn. Uh, y'all know what I'm gonna do? Look, I already took my before pictures. Look, doggone, if I get down the way I'm trying to get, boy, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be up here in a wife beater. I'm gonna be up here in a white beater. Egyptian deity, message me on WhatsApp. We'll see. I'm gonna be up here with a wife beater on. All right, Jenny Lynn Jones, you have a good night. Taking the show to OnlyFans. I told y'all I'm gonna have an OnlyFans. I told y'all that, but it's gonna be a wholesome OnlyFans. Like it's gonna be like I told y'all, it's gonna be like look at Prophet getting in them cakes, and it's gonna be me holding like a birthday cake and a red velvet cake, like fully clothed. But look, y'all, y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. Y'all have a good night. Shoot, thank you, everyone. Y'all have been amazing. Look here. Shoot, watch this. Thank you to Pamela. Hold on. Let me put everybody. Y'all, you know, I like to thank y'all, and my brain is a little catawumpy right now. But thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Brock. Thank you, Just Say No to Men. Thank you, Egyptian Deity. Thank you, Brian. And thank you, Nikki Lynn. Y'all are amazing. And if y'all have spiritual YouTube channels, shoot, hit me up on WhatsApp. I like to check them out. Egyptian Deity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Message me on WhatsApp because I'm going to be up for a little while, y'all. I'm going to be up for a little while. Message me on WhatsApp. And shoot, I'm down for doing a group app thing. I'm down for doing a group app thing. Okay, so guys, I am going to start doing I may do like audio. What do y'all think about? Or I may just have a big Zoom call where it's like a Hoodoo town hall. It'll be completely free. We just get on the Zoom call. Everybody asks questions, blah blah. Or I'll try to find a way to do it here. Well, I don't know. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. But in the meantime, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That was so rude. My apologies, y'all. That was so rude. But in the meantime, the next webinar, I gotta pick a date. Y'all want to pick a date for the next webinar now? It's going to be on working oil lamps. The next webinar, we're back to the original price. The next webinar is going to be on working oil lamps, how to construct them, how to build them, and we will be doing during that webinar a group ritual with Annie Christmas, working with Annie Christmas. So if you don't know Annie Christmas, she hates bullying, and so she is one to petition for enemy workings. So we will be constructing money lamps, protection lamps, cleansing lamps. I'll show you how to build all these lamps, and then we will use one to petition Annie Christmas. Okay? And during the, I probably, for legal reasons, I probably shouldn't say, but I was a part of one of these group workings that led to a marketeer, well, an associate marketeer, going to the ancestral realm. That's all I'll say. So it'll be a fun time. Maybe, you know what? Let's go ahead and look at dates here. The replay will be available. Let's see. Let's look at some dates right quick. The 25th. Brian, go on somewhere, man. I'm actually going to do this. Now, listen, I know better than to have something like on the 31st. I know better. I know better than to have it on the 7th. I know better. I know how y'all going to do. Look, rent, mortgage, I know how y'all don't do. So how about June 14th? That'll give y'all a whole month and a half. But if y'all want to do something sooner, we could do it See, the 29th with y'all is iffy. And I know y'all. The 29th with y'all is iffy because it's so close to the first. I know y'all. How much? They're $25. $25. And it's live and you get a recording. I don't know. We might do the 29th. We might do the 29th. We'll see. Because webinars are always on a Wednesday. So we'll see. Might do the 29th. Lord have mercy. That's just rude. I'll let y'all know. The upper room. The upper room. Yeah, that joker went to the upper room. Went to the upper room. The upper room with Jesus. The 22nd or the 29th, I'm thinking. WhatsApp, the number is area code 404-850-1024. Again, for the people in the back, it is area code 404-850-1024. And when you ask how would you sign up, got to hit the Jesus pose. You sign up by going to my website. Every webinar here, I'll show you. Hold on. Ouch. Okay, so again, we're back on my site. Go to menu, and where is it? Video classes and webinars. Right there. In here, you'll see one that says current webinar. It'll be in bold, current webinar. Then it'll give the name and the date. And you click there and boom. All of these other webinars here, when you pay for them, and a link is automatically emailed to you and you can watch it at your leisure. So there we go. I even have the bone reading one, the most recent one on here. Okay. Appreciate that. Brock says you need to go to www.trueconjure.com. All right, y'all. I'm actually out for real this time because I'm yawning way too much. I'm going to get my tail in the bed. If I wake back up, because y'all know I couldn't. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Jeffrey, thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, if I wake back up, because y'all know I sometimes do that, like I did the other night, and we were on Kick at 1:30. If I wake back up or if I get rejuvenated, then I'll see y'all on Kick.com. If it's not tonight, then you will definitely see me on Kick tomorrow. All right, y'all have a good and wonderful night. Thank you, each and every one of you. All right, y'all be blessed. I'm out.